there, welcome to another episode of the Loud Whispers Pod. And I'm Coco Mondi. You know, I don't do this alone. I do this with my girl, Isabebe.
Isabebe, today I'm channeling Merida energy.
Oh.
Wait, before we even get into that, hello guys, my name is Isabi and welcome. This is the Loud Whispers Pod. Please remember to find us on YouTube, Whiteman TV, Spotify, Whiteman Podcast, and you can also follow us on Instagram at Loud Whispers, where we talk about everything entertaining, everything information, relatable facts. We bring them right to your screen, and we are coming from the motherland. My name is Isabi, and introducing Go Ride. Go Ride is Ghana's newest ride-hailing app. The app is specifically designed to address challenges like low commission issues that local drivers face. Now I'll tell you the good news. The good thing about Go Ride is that it offers a competitive commission rate of just 10%. That is significantly lower than those charged by foreign, ride-hailing apps. What is better than that? Guys, you can find Go Ride on App Store for iOS and Google Play Store for Android. You can also reach them for more information via 030-8249-330. Ride local and more with Go Ride.
Go
Monday
Ride.
of life.
So that's it for Go Ride.
Mm-hmm.
My Isabebe.
You look amazing.
Thank you, babe.
Today, shake that. Hey, it's giving. Hey, please take it easy on us.
Oh,
what is all this beauty?
I wanted to match your energy.
Please, you overmatch him. Yeah. For one person, but you look amazing. I love the hair, the ginger, everything is eating.
Thank you, honey. Only the perks of being your yang.
Right? Oh. Hey! We've got Dr. Laak. Dr. Laak is in the building.
My intellectual.
Mm-hmm. Not just an intellectual.
I don't want to say anything.
He's fine.
You know, he took the word.
Fine as hell.
Fine, Bobo, Mr. Laak.
You're welcome.
Dr.
In the building.
Laak.
Thank you.
I'm very interested in the name Dr. Laak. We've got Dr. Laak in the building.
Don't forget.
Welcome.
Dr. Laak.
A tech
We'll come back to that
expert with over 20 years of experience, right?
Of course.
Oof. I really want to be like you when I grow up. I always say this, but I'm being for real this time.
Nice, that's nice.
Into animation, everything tech, software developing. Wow. What an interesting life. I'd like to know more.
We can tell you everything, but we're going to leave it to Dr. Laak to tell us the rest. Because at this point, you want to hear it from the horse's own mouth. Isabebe?
I'm Dr. Laak. I'm an IT expert. I have a multimedia school here in Ghana and in South Africa as well. Also, we produce footwear. We produce like Richard Brandt, and also we have an animation studio here in Ghana.
Wow.
Although I've trained in most of all the IT institutions in Ghana here, like Aptech, IPMC, and also Zepto School. So, but right now we're just running an animation studio in Ghana whereby we train, both women, kids, as long as you can read and write. So in Ghana, what we're trying to do is make sure that we're trying to, empower Ghanaian youth and most participation. But our main focus is just, the women. Bring a woman into tech.
Into tech, true.
You can actually be, in your home and also, hand money from 3D animation.
Sure.
We have from voiceover, we have from character acting. So all those stuffs is what we actually bring
really
into the Ghana space. So whilst you are in your own home, you can also be making money for yourself. So you can, slot into a program where you get to, learn all this program for free.
Nice.
Full scholarship.
Yeah, full scholarship.
Fantastic.
So if you just go subscribe to our YouTube channel, you get 100% scholarship to get into our program. Nice. So, but before the end of the program, we'll still just give you how you can also benefit, and also the viewers can also benefit from our our scholarship program.
You won't get this anywhere apart from the Loud Whispers Pod.
Definitely.
We are honored to have you on here.
Thank you.
And get to know more.
Thank you for having me.
But I mean,
you guys are looking so stunning.
Thank you.
Showing you with compliments. So if you tell me this year, Yeah, my head will be big. Oh.
Thank you.
So Dr. Laak, you're welcome. This is Loud Respect. You know, we have fun, we chit chat, there's game.
Okay.
You know, and your drink also.
You know, this is my first time I've seen this game.
Oh.
I've never even played it before.
Okay, I mean, we'll walk you through. Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, that's
we'll
good.
Walk you through.
That's good.
Yes. Nice to have you on. So,
Thank you.
Monday.
Yeah.
So it's basically quite simple. You can take it from any angle except here. So because this is where we build.
Okay.
So you can take it either from here, anywhere possible. Then just lay
let me go ahead.
Yes.
So the rule is that you should do that with one hand and make sure you don't tip the whole building off.
Okay.
Or you don't collapse it. So as you see me doing right now.
Right. And build from there.
Build from there.
Okay, so that means it could be also this as well, right?
Very, 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 like I said, intellectual.
Right?
So I place here, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
Isabel, I say you lose this game today.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to lose. But I mean, anyway, guys, how's your week been? I mean, mine has been very okay until hearing the news of Ike Adonko.
Damn.
Really sad.
Very,
really
very sad.
And it has distorted the whole election process. You know.
I mean, they had to give the Ghana Freedom Party 10 days to elect, even though everything has been confirmed, everything has been like ready to get printed. I think it already printed and it's already in the media already. But because of the sudden passing of, may her soul rest in peace.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Loud Respect Sport. Of course, it's an honor to have you on here. We drink, we play games like we've already started, and you are getting on with the agenda.
Cheers. A new episode now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All red cups.
Red cups.
So you know drink.
I'm definitely going to take care. I still have my cup.
After we give cheers.
This red cup is everywhere.
Okay.
It's the only non-living thing you find in hell.
Really?
Anyway, ambition. You're very ambitious, right?
Of course.
Right. Hey.
When you talk about ambition, it depends on how you define ambition.
Yes,
it's relative.
Some people ambition will be like, I just want to, make a whole lot of money for myself.
True.
Some people's ambition might be, I just want to travel around the world. You understand? Some people's ambition might be, I just want to have kids. Go to parties.
Marry a rich husband.
Trophy wife.
Yeah,
yes.
Trophy wife. So ambition, is dependent on who is saying.
Yeah, it's very relative.
Yeah, it's relative.
Yeah. But do you think the ambition of a woman should change, because of marriage? Should marriage change the ambition of a woman?
Like I said, you see, it depends on how you define ambition. Some people's ambition, or let's say goals in life, is I just want to, get to this point and I'm okay. Some people's ambition is I just want to have a lot of kids, travel around, have parties, have fun. That's just what they want to do. That's just what they want to, get. So if you're in that direction, then you now come to the context of marriage. How do you see marriage? Some people see marriage in just like, okay, I want to move away from my family. I want to start my own family. So that I can also be responsible for other people. Okay. That's how some people see what marriage. So, but marriage should not be something complicated. Because I've been there, I've seen how it is, so it shouldn't be so complicated. But a whole lot of stuff goes with being married. So, but as you said, you're asking if
marriage should change.
It shouldn't. And I have a lot of reasons why you shouldn't change it, because you just assume, let's say, you've given yourself a target, and in the next 5 years or in the next 10 years, you want to be a professional model or you want to be a professional presenter, There's some ambition or there's some profession that you can do that will not even have anything to do with your marriage.
True.
But when you go into marriage, you need to now also discuss with your partner. Okay, in the next 5 years, this is what I want to become. And your husband sees and also says, okay, that's okay by me. But also it also depends on the let's say the area where you are. Let's say from we that we're in West Africa, we see things differently for people.
Sure,
You can't be in, let's say, Europe or in South Africa and you want to say, yeah, I want to change my my wife's ambition just because he or she we're getting married.
Sure.
There's a way you have to set the balance in such a way that whatever, because the ambition is what makes you happy. You understand? It's what makes you happy. So if me wanting to say, okay, in the next 5 years, I want to become a professional model or a professional singer, and because I'm getting married and you want to, restrain me or, restrict me from, pursuing my dream, that's, is not going to make me happy in a certain way. And from that, it might, begin to just, have certain impact on the marriage. So but there's a way you can always set the balance in such a way that you can actually be married and also still pursue your goals.
It's all centered on communication, but at the same time, well, obviously I would not say that marriage should change a woman's ambition.
Yeah, but the thing is, let's just take for we from West Africa. You see, when a lady gets to a certain age, even she herself knows that she started getting this, pressure that, oh, Charlie, I'm 29, I'm getting to 30, I'm not married, I've not even achieved anything. Sure. So that's because of where we come from. The pressure it comes naturally.
It is there.
It comes naturally. There's no way. So that's where we look at it from the traditional point of view. But when we look at it from economic factors, let me tell you the sincere truth. If you are from, if let's say, I've stayed in South Africa for some time, people in South Africa, you can, both of you are married, quite all right, but you can live on just the husband's income. It's going to shrink you. It's going to mess your mental health.
So over there they believe in 50-50.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 thing, because what you're bringing on the table and what also, so maybe then that's where we now have what we call this share responsibility.
Yeah, that's
the money that you'll be bringing in, we can use pay the bills. We use we now start saying, okay, maybe we'll take 20% of whatever you're making, we'll put it into when we start having kids. So now we know that we are planning ourselves. Then before we start having kids, maybe in the next 2-3 years, whatever we've gathered together, we can now say, okay, you know what, in 2-3 years we start having kids. Whatever you're making now, so by then we can now start saying, okay, when it gets to that 3rd year, you can change your role. Changing in
so everything is strategized.
Yes, everything should be strategized, so that that by the time we get to that 3rd year of the marriage, we want to start having kids. You don't just get married now and just want to start having kids, because so when you guys agree, okay, in the next 3rd year we want to start having kids, so then you've already saved quite some money that this is going to go for for the affairs of the kids, for the housing and all that. Then when the kid now comes in, we can ask, okay, now that you're having someone to take care of, let's look for something that still interests you. Then maybe take 50% of the time off work. That's why we now have what we call hybrid. There are a lot of hybrid jobs now. Yeah, sure. You can do you can do 2 days at work, 3 days at home. So that's why I always encourage people to go into tech. There are a lot of jobs that we married women can actually go into that is never going to even stress your marriage at all. There's what we call voiceover artists. There's what we call voiceover artists. You can be at home whilst you're still breastfeeding or still taking care of your child. You take your child, whilst he or she is sleeping, just a few hours on your voiceover. You just buy your sophisticated gadget. You do your voiceover. You send it to your client. You're working from home and you're getting paid.
Oh wow!
But so you being in South Africa, did you before I even get to that, I want to know my co-host's opinion on should marriage change a woman's ambition?
Well, I don't believe marriage should change a woman's ambition, because maybe let's say you wouldn't even want to go into tech, and then you want to, I don't know, in your own way, own businesses, do other things. As much as that might affect your marriage, I still believe that there should be ways you should be able to communicate with your partner so that you can share responsibilities, just as not just monetary wise, but responsibilities, as if you have kids, if you have stuff to do at home, whatever it may be, you can share it, or you can communicate in a way where you can do everything that whatever you want to do won't take the time out of your family for you to lose
but
the marriage or the bond you've created with another person, because it's also a business.
Yeah, there's a program we have in tech that is, we call it Clothes 3D. It actually teaches you how to be a fashion. Yeah, Clothes 3D. Or we also have a software called Marvelous Designer.
Oh, okay.
So for people who create, let's say, all these runway shows and all that, you can be a fashion stylist and also learn the digital. Be a digital fashion stylist.
Sure.
So instead of you traveling all those, going to cities, whilst that takes you away from family, you can also actually be a digital fashion stylist, and you still be earning whilst you're still being married. So in the next 10-20 years, if you're not into tech, forget it. You're just going to be relegated. The social norms is like you have to just be sit at home.
So you don't believe in that. You picked that. Would you say you staying in South Africa opened your perspective on that? Did you adopt that into your marital life?
You see, that's why I said, based on where I am at a particular moment in South Africa, definitely I can't let my wife sit at home, because I know that the pressure is definitely going to be too much on me. Now, you are a fashion stylist. She actually, in South Africa, what she does is she's into catering and also fashion. So there is this the voice Nigeria that they always do yearly. So she's the main cook for the event. So yeah, she's the main cook for the event, all the old judges and all that. So now, at the early stage of the marriage, what she does is, she does the cooking while I go to work before, once the hosts have started. So whatever she's making from there, we are able to, put our savings into orders. Okay, in the next 1, 2, 3 years, this is how we're just going to navigate. Then when we left South Africa and we got to Ghana, I realized that the money that we're using to just pay for just 1 month rent in South Africa can actually cover a whole year here. So if 1 month rent in South Africa can cover a whole year in Ghana, there's an excess that I can, that I can still live on. So whilst instead of you going to work, you can still, do whatever thing you want to just do from home. So in South Africa, I adopted the model of, what, both of us, you can change your ambition. So do whatever you want to do whilst both of us are still working. But when we got to Ghana, so she had to just learn, I had to, train her on what I do so that, she can also support the business.
You mentioned that you will not allow your wife stay home.
Yeah.
Is that like you imposing that on her, or she genuinely wanted to also work?
That is where the communication comes in, and this is what we just need to do. Okay, you're still new to Ghana. I've been in Ghana for as long as I can remember. You are just coming to Ghana, and you don't know much about the system. So start from home first. Learn about the city. Learn about the customer base. So by the time you get your foot on ground, then you can now decide and can say, okay, still has to just be in line of what you want to do. So both of us, we sit and have the communication. Is okay. How do we want to, strategize and work together? I have a fashion company. We produce apparel, footwears, T-shirt and all that. Right. So now you're a fashion stylist. Why don't you just take one aspect of my business and run that? Penny the time that you understand the Ghana culture, because you can bring South African shakalaka and come and cook for us in Ghana here. We don't eat shakalaka.
Yes.
We used to eat bamboo and tilapia and all that stuff. So now when you get so when you get to understand Ghanaian food, you can now say, okay, yeah, as a chef, I like this Ghanaian food, and you can, bring it into your mode. Maybe you now want to do, let's say, African cuisine and all that. But straight up, you can't just say, yeah, I want to start cooking. But you're a fashion person. And I have a section of my business that we produce footwear, T-shirt and all that. So take charge of that. So that she takes all the orders, she do, few stuff. Okay, you know what? There is this design that we've made. I see that we're selling more. Why don't you just produce more? So because she's a fashion person, it's easy for her to, to incorporate herself into the business. So most of the time, it is always when both parties sit together and say, okay,
I want us to draw the line here.
How do you mean?
Why are we drawing lines now? So you don't have to cross your boundary.
We have drawn the line here because I believe there's personal ambition and things you're going to do for your family in order to grow. So in a case like this, I agree with you 100% in everything that we said. But I don't know, since we didn't get a background story of Dr. Laak's wife. So this
is Dr. Laak. I'm really interested in getting to know. Is it doctor in tech or in the medical?
Yeah, doctor in tech.
You tell us. Okay,
you tell us now. Okay. Let me ask you my question. Before I forget.
Yeah, let's go.
Lord.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we are drawing the line. Personal ambition wise and things you do for family. Example saying that, for instance, when you said you can let her take over an aspect of one of your businesses. I believe that's more of a family thing.
Okay.
But personal wise, is there anything you've done to encourage your wife with her personal ambitions, with anything she wanted to do before or after you guys got married? I just want to know what's going on.
Okay, yeah, that's a very interesting question. You see, she had her own checklist before we got married, which is she want to go to university, and so she want to further education in a fashion design school and all that. So once we got married, I enrolled into an American university. She was able to finish a program.
Yeah, supportive as well.
Yeah, so she completed her university program, and when we got to Ghana, and I also before we got to Ghana, I registered her into a makeup school. She can do crazy makeup, like she's a makeup artist. And also after that, I also still registered her into a fashion school. So she's a professional stylist, so those are all the things she had on her checklist. Marriage should just be something
happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, so it shouldn't just be me. Once it's directed to just to one person, then it's no longer a marriage. So now that's what we have all called the good communication. What do you want to do, so that it doesn't feel like I'm just imposing something on her. So even one of the main design that we have, it was because of the skills that he had already gotten. We actually make footwears. We produce T-shirts. We produce footwears. So maybe before the end of the program, I'm going to show you some of the product. She was actually the brain behind that main design, because the design sold so well that we had to, that's one of the reasons we had to even come to Ghana.
Oh, so you guys were in South Africa. You started the whole business there.
Yes.
And had a market in Ghana.
Correct.
So after it's been successful, you decided to relocate.
Yeah, we decided to relocate to Ghana. So now, as that business is, because she's new, with the question he asked, I was just so very fortunate that a kind of ambition, aligned with.
Sure.
But even if it doesn't still align with mine, I have to do it in such a way that we have like a security, because at times my business can have a downtime.
Yeah.
But when our own business is thriving, we can both use that to support each other. That's just the main key. Because your business, or let me say your ambition, shouldn't stop the other person. When both parties should be happy in the marriage. That is the essence of the
I like that. So in your marriage, you guys practice a 50-50. You're not a very traditional man.
No.
Yes, it's a modern world.
Yes.
Responsibilities have changed. I won't say change. I would say are shared now. So taking it to the home, do you help her, like maybe in chores, cooking, and all that?
I love this question you just asked. When both of us, it's like she matches me foot to foot.
Okay.
When I get into the kitchen,
I want to be like you guys.
When I get into the kitchen and I cook, if I tell you I made the food, you'll be like, no, it's not possible.
International.
I'm a very good cook, and the thing is, when she's cooking, I've lived by myself for some years before I got married. I know how I like good meal. So when I cook and she tastes my food, she's like, really, you cook this? So now when she's inside the kitchen, sometimes I just tell her, yeah, no, you do it here. Okay. I never taste food when I'm in the kitchen. So I always tell her that I'm a better cook than her.
So you know the right amount.
Yes, I know the right amount of everything.
So
okay. So now when we're in the kitchen, we do stuffs together.
Extraordinary.
And that gives me the leverage to understand. Now you ask me if I help her in her own side. Now, because of me, when she finished a program at fashion, she was one of the best students. They were asking, oh, how come you just program that others used like 2 years to do? She used just 6 months, and all her project work was the best.
Wow. So what was your role in helping her achieve that?
That is where the digital fashion stylist come into play. So now when she just have an idea of how the kind of clothes she wants to make, then we go into the system, and instead of you just buying a whole lot of material and start cutting and start putting pieces together, we just use the software, the system. So it's digital. So we just do
like a representation.
Colors and everything.
So we put the material. So we do all the design on the system to make the
That's actually very interesting, because in the fashion world, I know that there are people that just sketch the things and then they sell to people. Yeah. But she is able to sketch and bring out the life.
So now because of tech, it's easy for her to we're able to just complement each other in such a way that what you're doing, I can make it more better for you. So that is just
and it's a beautiful thing, and I'm so happy to hear this, especially in a world where women are usually put down. Stay at home, like we have kids.
There are women that also just want to stay home.
Yes, that's someone's ambition.
That's earlier I said, depends on how you define ambition.
Sure. Yeah,
Some women, what they just want to do is wake up in the morning, eat, have kids, go to parties. They don't have anything other than that. That's their ambition.
But Dr. Laak, what if you fell in love with a woman like that who just wanted to stay home?
Nobody that has ever come across me, if you are at point A, I make sure that you are at point Z. I always upgrade everyone around.
So you believe in pushing women?
You can be, because the thing is, what are you doing to just help yourself? Even if you just want to, sleeping and waking is an ambition. It's not actually easy to sleep.
Adidas.
To sleep, some people, their job is just sleeping. Like it's actually difficult to sleep. I have a friend. If he wants to sleep, the maximum hour you can see him sleeping is maybe 3-4 hours.
So you
can't go past that. Wow. So sleeping is actually a duty. So if you see someone who is sleeping, the only thing you just have to do, okay, you know what? How can we,
be like
how can we,
manage?
No, it's not even manage. Like, how can we help you? Like, okay. We because the thing is, the sincere truth is, it's not everything. Because it's not everything you know about. It's not everything you know about someone when you're just getting married. It is when you get into the marriage, you begin to now find out, that this person is actually. So now, but because you're already married, how do you now manage the person? The way you can manage the person, okay, we know that, Charlie. Before we got married, you tell me you can wash all the whole estate clothes. And I'll see now that you can't even wash your own clothes. So
how do we help you?
So how do we help you? Do we buy a washing machine to wash your clothes? Or maybe from there.
I like that mindset. He sees opportunity in
everything. That's why I said, in a world where even if you have a brilliant idea or you want to put yourself into something, women are usually shut down.
Yeah.
Because sorry to say, my dad did ask my mom to stop working.
You see?
After he became a lawyer.
So how did your mom even deal with that?
So you see, there's been a whole lot of
Did she stop though? Did she stop?
She did stop.
That is where I was, actually
she
going.
Did stop.
You see, in marriage, to get to a point in your life that you know that you just it's natural. You can be in the law court and at the same time, be taking care of your kids. But now there are online lawyers. But if you don't know how to use the computer, if you don't know anything about tech, how can you tap in from that market?
True.
So that's where we come in. In Ghana, what we're doing now is we're trying to just create an empowerment program in such a way that when you subscribe to our YouTube channel, once you subscribe to our YouTube channel, we give you that your user ID is what we're using, giving you a slot to learn any area of IT that we from voiceover to using the computers to. So once we've trained you how to use a computer, then we now show you the business side of it. And okay, you know what? This is how to actually make money from what you are actually doing. This.
Okay.
Oh, so you
drink.
So you have to drink. You have to drink before pouring it. So now we're trying to drink.
Well, what's we
drink because it's part of the game.
Once you started it, you have to drink.
Good. So as I said, so
shake it. Let me see.
So,
yeah, I'm sorry. Shake it.
So with that way, so that way you as I said, your mom, she used to be a lawyer and
my mom has always been a caterer.
Okay.
If I want to retrace to, she did work in the office of the president as a secretary.
Oh my God.
And when she gave birth to me, she decided that after one time she came to pick me up from school, I said I won't go, I want to go and stay with the teacher.
Okay.
So she decided to quit that job.
Okay, that is her decision. That was your dad's influence.
Not my dad's influence. That was her decision because she realized she couldn't even have enough time with her kid. Her kid wanted to go and stay with a teacher.
Okay.
And
so
it hurt her so much.
After marriage.
And it hurt her so much. So she decided to take a home job as a caterer.
Okay.
And even the job she got, thinking that after this I can stay at home and do whatever I have to do. That's where my dad, after becoming a lawyer, told her.
That's where.
So when he was not a lawyer, he didn't have a problem with it.
No, I'd like to believe I have my own reason why I feel he told her to stop with the job, and then I think it's surrounding around she meeting other people and getting contacts.
Okay.
So normal jealousy husband. No,
I can only sigh.
To be meeting.
I can only sigh.
Yes. So.
I'm sorry she had to go through that.
Pardon?
I'm really sorry she had to go through that.
Yes, I mean, there's been consequences and some joy out of it, but at the end of the day,
that's another interesting part of letting ambition and marriage.
Yes.
See, when you're getting into we want to start a family, there are a whole lot of stuff that needs to be discussed. For example, me and my wife, I might be very stubborn. I know that things we might not just go our own way. I might just want to do things in my own way. So I'll definitely upset her in some ways. So the trick I did was, okay, you know what? I will definitely upset you. You will definitely upset me.
Of course, that's not
so when we're going to bed, let's make sure we squash whatever differences that we're having, so that we never take any. We don't
sleep over.
We don't sleep over. We just make sure that that we resolve.
And you guys stuck to that. You've been practicing that till now.
And I hope you don't squash it by saying, "Oh, you talk too much." Then just end it.
So
because that can be. You see, that your partner is very dismissive.
So when the communication is there, assuming maybe see, the father said, "Oh, I don't want you to work again," just because if there have been some level of kind of communication that that this is what my man likes, or this is what my woman wouldn't like, and because the most important thing is both parties must be happy. The moment one person has to just forgo something for the other person, then
compromise.
Then there's going to be, at the end of the day, there's no how you want to patch it up.
Yes.
There's still going to be an issue. So find a balance in such a way that, okay, you know what, this is your ambition. You spent so years on this. Okay, now at the end of the day, your profession is to make money and also to be happy with what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, instead of you going to the law court, can we find another way, in such a way that you'll still be practicing what you're doing and you're still happy with what you're doing?
Exactly.
So that is where we still come back to tech. So you can't go. You can't just go.
Dr. Laak is all about tech.
Yeah, because in the next 10 years, if you are not tech savvy, you will just be at the back seat.
True.
So if you're a fashion designer, you must learn tech. If you're
a lawyer,
if you're selling cocoa at the junction,
you must learn tech.
So
digital cocoa.
Yeah. So do you know? There are some people who go to the markets, who go to their businesses, and they don't even make. Let's say 100 cities or 200 cities, and maybe they will spend like 50 cities or 100 cities to go to what you're selling. And people are there looking for what they are selling. But because of they are not into, they've not been able to tap into this, tech space, they are still kind of, still behind the door. So that's where we come in as an IT firm. So every single woman in Ghana, either you are the market woman or you are in the office, we want to make sure we empower
inclusivity. Everybody's in.
So that at the end of the day, when you're going into marriage, you're bringing something in. Your husband doesn't make you feel like.
But you are actually a good husband, Dr. Laak, because not all men you meet that are actually ready for or want you to pursue your dreams.
Yeah,
and maybe from the onset there can be talks of, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do in the next 5 years. I want to be a supermodel. I want to be on the runway, Victoria's Secret, whatever. Yeah. Then getting into the marriage, you see that things have changed. Now your man is like, no, you can't pursue this.
And you
can't do this.
What would you do in that situation? Would you opt out for a divorce?
You see, it's a whole two channel. Sometimes maybe the wife is the nice person and the husband doesn't want to compromise. Then you're still gonna have issues. You have to be selfless. You have to be selfless, and the moment you're selfless and you're not selfish, and you have to be sincere with your partner. Now, sometimes marriage gets to a point whereby everybody just want to, share their cake and say, okay, you know what, I'm giving too much, and you are not ready to, match the energy. Maybe the husband wants you to, okay, you said you want to be a professional photographer, and you're not actually upgrading yourself. Or maybe the market that you're actually targeting is not the right market for you. Sometimes you can be in the wrong ambition.
That's true.
And at the end of the day, you're still like, getting stuck and you're not actually contributing. You've not spent your time with the family, you're pursuing your career, but the wrong career. So that's where both parties need to come together and also, okay, you know what, share your ideas, share your where you're having issues with your husband. Okay, I've been into this fashion business for the past 3-4 years. I'm not making headway, Maybe the person that you feel doesn't have anything to, contribute might just be the
best person.
The best person, to take your business from point A to point Z. So that is.
But let's look at how we can change the dynamics. You are of the belief that marriage should not change a woman's ambition.
Definitely.
Okay, so what about people who think that marriage should change a woman's ambition? As you're a woman, sit somewhere, tie clothes, take off the children from the clinic. How do we change
house chores?
What can we do?
I would give you an instance. You see, according to U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, about 57% of women, about 57% of women are into the workforce. Then the moment they get pregnant and they give birth, they realize that the number just dropped to like 30%. Now, it's not because they don't want to work. It is because of the pressure that childbirth that comes with it.
But what can you as the man do to please the woman?
Encourage the person.
So that is where tech still comes into picture.
Remote jobs.
Yeah, remote jobs. Because by the time you do the remote job, you're happy with whatever you're doing, and at the same time you're still contributing, and your kids are able to see you. Because as a family, when you begin to just grow your family, and you're always spending your time at the office, and the person that your kids know is your nanny. Is to get to because once a child crosses the age of 12, it's no more yours.
For real.
Because there would not be any emotional connection
with you.
Yes.
So
definitely.
So because, for example, in West Africa, that's even an old belief. Because now, if you go and tell your wife to sit at home, and you come and give me report in the next 6 months. Yeah, you come and give me a report in the next 6 months. You cannot tell your wife, wifey, sit in the house. I'm going to make all the money, Charlie. Your food will pay you when you come back and tell me.
You don't go fit.
It's like you have to carry.
In as much as the world has evolved so much now, modern ways of doing things, the shared responsibilities and stuff, there are still men that are fully traditional.
Very.
Especially these Hispanic people.
Do you know
Hispanic men.
that is where the economic factor comes in. You see, when your husband is financially stable, I don't see any reason why you should stress yourself. You can just be at home, do whatever you just want to do. That's where you live a soft life.
Okay, so if you were financially stable, you would not care.
If I'm 1000% financially stable,
okay,
I even prefer her to spend more time at home. Whatever You can do everything remotely. You can do your business from home. Just your delivery every time they send stuff and you're happy.
Except vacations, please.
Yes.
Yeah,
Vacation. True.
So the world evolved from making or trying to just force a woman to always sit in the house. When you're financially stable, you yourself know that your wife doesn't even need to stress herself.
True.
Okay. You want to be. You want to be a entertainment lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
How much are they paying you for? I can be paying you your salary.
Okay.
Then as I'm paying you,
trust me, right?
I'm paying you your salary, and at the end of the day, you can still be practicing what you want to do.
So what if, let's say, what if I'm getting the money and I still want you to pay me?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the fund is there. If the money is there, why not?
Great.
Why not? But the thing is, when in every relationship, both parties should, bring something to the table. It doesn't have to just be money. It can be, emotion. It can just be emotional support. When you see that it's down, what's wrong? All the stuff, it spices up, and it lights up your mood, and that's alone. You want to run back to the house and say, Charlie, when I'm having tough time.
Not someone who don't care. You just come back, you see her even crying.
You're not making money. Get out. Shut up. What do you want to say?
Yeah.
Right?
So, and I think everything still comes down to the man's table, because every home, if it depends and again, I always say something. Let's not forget. I'll tell every man that don't marry the person you love. Marry the person who loves you.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, no, that's
the people
as a
who
man,
loves them, their hearts.
Never marry a woman that you love.
So which woman should you marry?
The woman that loves you.
So I don't understand. I believe that the man is supposed to love the woman, and the woman is supposed to submit, right?
That I'm telling you the secret. I'm telling you the secret.
Not just submit like slave kind of submit.
Let me tell you something. The moment the woman loves you, you are secured.
So what about her worrying about you? I should feel that love.
Don't worry. See, the thing is, once the man loves you, reciprocates the
affection.
The affection.
This one, I might have to disagree.
Okay, but I'm telling you as a man, if you feel like you're looking for a man to love you, forget it.
So men don't love their women?
I'm telling you, if you want to have a beautiful relationship, make sure you as a man get a woman who loves you. That way you're secured. I'm telling you the sincere truth. Now, because if you feel like
So how would you show me affection?
You forget about the affection. I'm telling you.
But if there's no love, there's no affection.
No, I'm saying the woman, the love the woman is having for the man should be more than the one the husband, the man is having for the woman. That way you're going to have.
I disagree.
Maybe when you guys bring me over again.
Yes, you have to come back so that we go band for band.
Yeah. So
I don't agree with you. This is a different topic.
So maybe by the time.
Let's wrapping up, right? How can we promote a supportive environment for women's growth?
Yeah.
Looking at the fact that some people believe in marriage hindering a woman's ambition and all that. How can we as a society, men, women, youth, everybody, how can we?
Now, I think it should start with every individual. We, as a company, we are trying to just do what we call this, social awareness in such a way that by the time we take it from point 1 to point 2 or point 3, another person now, joins in it. Because if we are able to just empower, let's say, 1,000 Ghanaian women, those 1,000 Ghanaian women would, be self-sufficient. Sure. And from there, the government will begin to say, oh yeah, like Richard Brands is doing this, let's support them. Then before we know it, it turns to a community thing, and before you know, it turns to a regional thing, and before you know, it gives
baby.
So that's your own corporate social responsibility.
Yes, because you see, in Ghana, let me say, almost all the students that stepped out of senior high, they are either maybe learning something, or they just want to go into tech, but they don't actually have that that resources to continue. So we want to ensure that as a woman, before you get into marriage, you have a soft skill that is going to be helpful for you, and also enable you to contribute to your family.
And don't forget, you can always reach out to our creatures. The scholarship is very real. If you want to go into tech, remember, we don't have much time. By the next 10 years, tech will be taking over. So please,
also as women,
we are already at the top front already. So the thing is, instead of you spending money and trying to just acquire these skills, you can actually just learn for free. Once you subscribe to our YouTube channel, we get you into the the back end membership, where we show you all our course curriculum, our course module, and tell you, okay, these are the programs that you can join. Okay, first we try to just ask one or two things about you. What do you do? What do you love doing? The moment we know what you love doing, then we will advise on the best tech space that you can go into. And by that doing, we push you for to.
Really amazing having you on here.
Thank you.
And I mean, we wouldn't have done this with anyone but Dr. Laak. Please, how did that come? You have to tell me.
As I said, we have limited time on the show, so maybe by the time you guys
next time
invite me.
Okay, no, you've escaped today, but next time
but definitely before I forget, I have some things for you guys.
I was about to buy a jingle.
So
serious?
All of this for me?
Yeah, so
for me?
And all our subscribers also get it.
Okay. Oh my God, this is totally adorable.
Yeah, so every subscriber.
So these are parts of the thing,
guys.
Yeah, so we also do branding as well. We do branding, and but aside that,
it's real.
This is also one of the products we produce. This is one of our product, like Richard brands.
Bags.
The
I love bags.
Yeah, the future I was talking about.
African prints.
Yeah, so we produce everything directly in
Oh my God. So you guys
who exactly is your target audience, or everybody?
Everybody, yeah.
Okay.
So,
you guys
sometimes you can even use it with we also produce the one with kente, like maybe you want to have your traditional wedding, we can use the design to create something.
You guys are a power couple.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this.
Oh my God.
So but I hope to be on this show again.
Of course.
If you bring more gifts.
And you have to tell us how the name Dr. Laak originated.
Yeah, the next time you
promised me to be on this show again, so definitely.
Okay, we'll be looking forward to that.
We have debates already.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't agree with you.
Of course.
I'm still not agreeing with you, but I love the kids.
So next time I come on the show, we're going to stress on. So we're going to stress on what I said earlier, which is always marry the person who loves you as a man.
Absolutely.
So that way you can have a very beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you marry someone,
I said yeah. I don't agree with you.
I mean, we've had such a wonderful time. Please don't forget to go right to the creatures, subscribe, and you can get full scholarship. You can get some of these souvenirs too. And please, this has been a wonderful,
amazing.
Thank you,
Dr. Laak. It's been an honor and such a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's still the Loud Whisper show. We did what we always do here. It's a baby.
Right, guys. So really,
I love the name so much. It's a baby.
It's a baby. It's a baby. Actually, they call me
It's a baby.
Like it's a bee.
It's a bee.
Oh wow.
But it's a baby.
It's a baby.
Yes.
That's interesting.
That's my yam.
It's my baby.
Anyway, guys, we really had an amazing time with Dr. Laak. We'll be looking forward to our debate because we'll go band for band.
We have to.
I don't agree with
agree
him at all, but then we'll see you guys same time, same day.
Wait. Why don't we agree? We don't agree because a woman shouldn't love a man more. A man shouldn't go and marry a woman that.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
So we'll come back to that topic.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Of course. All right.
Like Isabella was saying.
We'll see you same time, same day next week. Bye.